Hi there, I'm Anisa. I've traded in university life for a 9 to 5 and hosting candle making workshops on the side. I create content that I unwind with, which includes simple living, cozy meals, and the occasional shopping spree, which sometimes does not feel occasional at all. So stick around if you prefer real life over the filtered fancy. Good morning, everyone. I was gonna get ready to go out somewhere, but I thought of making a little get ready with me chatty video because one of my viewers has been requesting for it for I think the last 3 videos, and I thought of upholding that request. So I thought of sitting down and talking a bit about myself, which sometimes I do find uncomfortable talking about myself, but I have listed down some 10 questions that I will answer whilst I'm doing my makeup. I also got a new light, guys, which is why like my video looks a little bit better at the moment. So yeah, let's not wait and get started. So the first question, I've kind of made these questions in a way that people ask me. Like, I didn't hold any Instagram like polls or anything, but like it's mostly common questions that people ask me when I first meet them or like in conversations. So my first question is what my story is in a nutshell, where I'm from, and what made me land in London. So my name is Anisa, as per my channel name, and I am originally from Dhaka in Bangladesh. So I am Bangladeshi, and I did my A-levels from there, and my GCSEs as well, and then I came to London to do my bachelor's. So I did my bachelor's in biomedicine. Yeah, I did my bachelor's in biomedicine from King's College, and then I basically, whilst I was doing my bachelor's, I was doing part-time jobs. I did a placement year, was a research assistant, and now I'm doing my full 9 to 5. But besides my full 9 to 5, I also do have like 2 other jobs, so my life is kind of like full on. So I'm currently actively in like 3 jobs at the moment. So my corporate, and then I have my hobby one, which is, you guys must have seen, it's the candle making one. So I'm a workshop host for a candle making studio, and I basically teach customers who come in on how to make a candle and everything. So that's my hobby one, where I kind of like turn my brain off and like really like meet amazing people. I've met so many great people from that job. And then the other one, I basically do like 4 times a year, like in 1 week. And I think you've also seen some of that, like the very hectic one. But yeah, so that is me in a nutshell, which kind of brings me into my next question, which is how I ended up living here. I ended up living here because I studied here, and then I got my full 9 to 5 job, so I have a job, so that's why I stay here. And the biggest adjustment, I would say, is when I did move to London for when I started my bachelor's. It was I was quite young. I mean, I think I was quite young. I was like just 19, turning 20, so I feel like that's young. So it was kind of alright. It was an adjustment, yeah, but I think the adjustment was gradual, not like in my face right away, because I've always wanted to like live alone and live away from home. I've always wanted to have an independent life. That was always on my radar. So yeah, so once I moved, there was of course a lot of learning. I was living for the first time alone, and when you are from like a country like Bangladesh, where Asian parents can be quite strict and stuff, and they kind of keep you under their wing all the time, it can be quite a shock. But I'm really grateful that my parents kind of like raised me to be quite independent, so it wasn't like, oh my god, in my face. So yeah, so the adjustments came as in like new processes in this country, like it's different to what's there in Bangladesh, and then how to do certain stuff. So I learned that all by myself without ChatGPT, guys. I'm really proud of myself. But I've always had great friends who were always like with me. Oh, let me just share. So for my primer, I used the Refi primer. I really like this primer. It's not matte, but it's nice. Like, I can't explain what it is. And then for my color corrector, excuse me, I used the Huda Beauty one. Sorry guys, it's absolutely disgusting. This is the old Huda Beauty packaging, which is absolutely not it. I also have the new one, so I'm just trying to finish this old one. And for my base, I'm gonna use the Merit complexion stick. This I use when I don't use a lot of this is a stick foundation, but when I just want a little bit of niceness or like a filter. So yeah, so adjusting was mostly like all the processes and how to do stuff and how to budget. Yeah, budget was one of the big things. Like, I had to really learn. I don't think I learned about budgeting like well into my uni years, so it is always like a trial and error for everyone. So yeah, so that is how for that question. So I always keep on talking about I have 3 jobs, I have no life, but I do have hobbies outside of work that I do tend to enjoy and do. I really like, one of my biggest things that I really like is visiting galleries and museums and stuff. London is home to, I feel like, one of the best galleries in the world. So, and like museums as well. So I would literally go to the same place over and over, because there will be like one exhibition that's different or something's like a bit different. So really like doing that. What are my hobbies? I have so many hobbies, guys. Like, it keeps on changing. It depends on my mood. But one of my biggest ones, I think, is making stuff for people, like handmade things. And yeah, what else? I really like shopping. I think you guys have picked that up as well if you watch my videos. I really love retail therapy. I'm trying to get better at it. I feel like last year I went a bit crazy with it. So this year I'm only like going to kind of buy stuff that I actually need and just don't buy it because TikTok told me to. So yeah, so those are kind of my hobbies. Sorry if I'm looking that way, I'm just looking at the questions. What's my guilty pleasure? I think my guilty pleasure is to actually, this is gonna sound so weird, but my guilty pleasure is actually like to have the ability to buy something or like get something that I want by myself. I think it really gives me like an ego boost. I don't have to ask anyone for it. So yeah, that's my guilty pleasure. What's my other guilty pleasures? I think whenever I do get like free time to kind of like really go out and like to a restaurant or somewhere and try it out by myself, I don't get to do that quite a bit. So it's really nice when I can take myself out for solo dates. And my go-to self-care is really like doing my nighttime routine properly. Some days I get so tired that it just doesn't happen, but with the days I do it, I really enjoy it. And then I keep on reminding myself like I really enjoyed that, so you should do it more often. So yeah, moving on to the next question. The next one is quite deep. I feel it says what's the belief that I'm trying to unlearn this year. So I think it's mostly related to religion. Growing up where I have with my religion, I feel like a lot was just like taught to me. That of course like it's taught to you, but like I feel like a lot of people that believe in stuff is basically what other people have said and not really taking it from the source. I am nowhere labeling myself to be an ultra religious person, but I try to be close to my faith whenever I can, and it does bring me peace. So I think this year I'm trying to like kind of find the evidence before believing in something, because some of the stuff out there, guys, it's actually so like ridiculous, like it does not make sense at all, and it's just because like the society has believed it for so many years, it's just a norm now. So yeah, one of my goals for this year is to actually like learn with evidence about what I believe in, because this is a very fun story actually. So when I was back in my country and like living there and growing up, the thing about religion is like really, I feel like surface level, like you don't really like get into it quite a bit, because like everyone around you is the same type of religion, and like you just go with the flow and just listen to what your parents say, and you think, oh, okay, that's all right. But I think I've learned more about my religion after I came to London. I'm Muslim, by the way, so I learned a lot about Islam staying in this country than I have in my 19 years staying in Bangladesh. So I learned so many new things, which kind of like was like an eye opener and kind of concerning. And like you kind of imagine being in a country where Islam is the majority, that you'd know a little bit more, but you actually don't. But maybe that's just like something on my end that I haven't done or wasn't taught or something. But yeah, like I've learned a lot of things from my own country and my mom and my parents and my people around me. But I think majority, I came here and I learned, and it was quite an eye-opening thing. So yeah, would I say, yeah, London was a little bit of a surprise when it came to knowing and being closer to my faith. But yeah, so that's one thing I'm trying to unlearn this year, is to blindly accept whatever is told to me. Next one is what my relationship with social media is, if it's love, hate, or both. I think it's a very tough question to answer, honestly, because I can't say. I think it's both. Like I love it because it gives me a lot of entertainment. I learn new stuff. I hate it for all the reasons that people do hate social media, like the very filtery side of it, and how people just portray like, oh, you just like need to be perfect all the time, which is never the case. We're humans and we have layers of emotions, and it's genuinely impossible to be perfect all the time. So yeah, I do hate that aspect of it. But I think with me, as somebody who's posting on a social media platform, it's how you take social media and how you consume it. So mostly on my For You page, you'll find like cooking stuff, because I really like cooking. Like I'll literally get like all recipes and I love to try them out. But then again, I know people use it for like weird things as well. So if you are like if they are doing that, so it's to them. But yeah, here and there I will get the very toxic things as well. So I think it's how you consume it and how you try to hold yourself back from it. But yeah, last year I think my doom scrolling and my brain rotting got to like a peak level, and I was actually on my phone for like hours on an end. And this year one of my resolutions was to get away from that and basically like pick up my phone less and do stuff in the present, go analog a little bit than being digital all the time. So that is one of my goals. Am I winning? Getting there, but I would want it to be a bit better. So we'll see where that goes. And for that, this is not an ad or sponsored video, guys. So I bought like myself a brick. So it's this device that kind of locks your social medias out, and you can be like, oh, you can literally just do that on your phone. But I think with the ones on my phone, I seem to override like the lock. It's really bad. So the brick device, it kind of like locks it, and then you need you physically need to have the brick, like the device around you to like unbrick your phone or like unlock the apps. So I think having that conscious like physical step kind of like holds me accountable, be like, oh nice, what are you doing, so I don't do it like unconsciously. So I've only gotten that and I've started using it, and I think it has like helped a little bit, but it's still early days, so I can't really comment on that. And it basically looks like this, and you have an app on your phone, and then you can set up schedules and everything. So yeah, I went off on a tangent on there, didn't I? So yeah, I think my relationship with social media is like balance. It's both. I hate when I'm like, when I consciously am realizing that I am doing it too much, and I hate the fact that I keep on doing it, but I love it for the entertainment purposes of it. So yeah. Okay, next question is about what's my biggest ick and what's my biggest green flag. I think let's start with the green flag part. I think my biggest green flag is someone that really like listens to little things and remembers them. I think in this world you're so distracted with everything, and I did a training at work. I'm going off on a side story here. I did a training at work that was called systems thinking, and there we did this exercise where we had to like go around the room and talk to somebody completely new and listen to them for like 2 minutes without interrupting. And I think that was quite an eye-opener in the sense that in the 2 minutes I felt myself interrupt that person so many times with something about my own self or trying to relate to them. So that was kind of like, oh my god, that's not good. So I think in that sense, a green flag for me is a person that would just listen to everything without putting themselves in like in the conversation or inputting their beliefs or like their things into it before, like, you know, you can do that after I've finished, but don't just jump the gun. So I've discovered that I feel like it kind of comes from an ick, like, of interrupting someone. I've also like identified that I do it quite a bit, so I'm trying to be better. I literally like identify red flags in myself before identifying the green ones, because I always strive to make myself a better person. So, and I think it's so important to also identify the red flags in yourself. Like, a lot of people don't do that, and they should really start doing it. So yeah, my green flag would be somebody who listens to the small things and retain that information. And I think a red flag for me is someone who is, I'm trying to find the better word for it, because the word I was going to use is kind of YouTube's probably going to strike me out, but somebody who's too conceited, who's too full of themselves. Like, I really cannot stand people like that. And people who are not humble, oh my goodness, I feel like people who are not humble, like, they need like the biggest reality check. I have met people like that. I do know people who are like not humble at all, and like only view certain things as standards, even though they might not be in that standard. It's complicated, and I think that's too personal as well. So I think people who are too conceited about themselves, like, you guys need to really bring yourself to planet Earth and not be on a different planet. So yeah, I think there's more. I could yap about this all day, but I'm not gonna make this video like 20 hours long. Next question is, what is something I am currently working on, and what's been the hardest part, and how I have found balance. So something I'm currently working on is my health and fitness. If you're completely like new and don't know me in real life, I've lost like quite a bit of weight, and it's only the first time in my life that has happened where I've like dropped a lot of weight, and I feel like my only goal in life is to keep on dropping. I know if you're somebody who does struggle with weight loss issues or food or anything, you can skip this part, please, trigger warning. But I am nowhere like a professional, but because I was what I was, it was like it's been quite an eye opener now, because like I was a chubby bubby for the entirety of my life, and I never knew what I would look like if I was like thinner or fitter. I think I'd go for a fitter because being extremely thin is not healthy as well. So yeah, because now I have felt that and I saw the physical differences, I am really, really heavily motivated to kind of like reach my goal weight, which is still a bit far away, but I've made it this far. For the first time in my life, I've actually lost weight. It's really hard for me to lose weight, and it's just really terrible, guys. So because I've seen it this time, I just am on a fitness journey. So yeah, so I am like, for the first time in my life, I've been like consistently being active. I don't go to the gym, I just do Pilates, but I think I should start going to the gym. Honestly, guys, the gym really, really bores me out. It's so boring. I feel like going to the gym. I'm somebody who unfortunately just needs to be like engaged all the time, and because in the gym you're doing stuff by yourself, it's really hard for me to be focused, so I really struggle sometimes. So that's why I've opted for Pilates. Even with Pilates, I didn't want to go because I've heard back when I was the way I was in, I just had that fear because I saw a lot of things on social media where Pilates didn't really cater for big girls or plus size women. So I've always been like kind of embarrassed to go, which kind of defeats the fact like these places want you to come in so you can become the better version of yourself or do what you like. So yeah, just always been like kind of like shied away from it. But my friend, God bless her, she took me and she was like, it doesn't matter. And the thing is, she didn't even take, as I remember now, we were supposed to go together to the first one, but unfortunately she couldn't show up, but I still went. I was like, and I said, it's now or never. So I still went. I still was brave, and I went on my own. And because I broke the barrier myself, it was really easy to know that they actually don't judge and they actually want you to be there because they are trying to help you, etc. So yeah, I've been really, really enjoying Pilates. At the moment, I find myself going to Pilates for like 6 days out of the 7 of the week, and it's tolling. I feel it in my body, but the euphoria I get after doing like a workout and the ego boost I get, it's the cherry on top of the cake. So yeah, if you're somebody who's like on their fitness journey and you've seen positivity, or even if you're stuck and you're scared to do a certain workout because you think you're not going to be accepted, girl or boy or whatever, just go and do it. Like, literally, it's not that deep. People actually do not care. I feel like I keep on forgetting the fact that people do not care at all. Everybody's just there for themselves and they couldn't care less. So just go do it. Nobody's thinking anything of you. That would be my advice. Sorry guys, I'm just doing this eyeliner and I can't talk while I'm doing it. Okay, the next question is, what's something or a moment last year that happened that changed you? And I think this one's really easy for me. Last year, unfortunately, I lost my dad, and if you're somebody who's lost a parent, you will kind of relate to this. It was really sudden the way I lost him. He passed away due to cancer. And I was doing my finals at uni, and I had my exams, so I had to go back home, and my university were really kind in allowing me to do my exams from back home because I did not want to defer another year. So I lost him, and with that came, I felt like I grew up quite quickly, and I had to do and figure so many things out by myself, and it was scary. Honestly, it was so scary. I don't know if I showed it, but it was extremely scary because I was like, I don't know how to do this, or I just need my dad. That was not possible. So I had to kind of like figure out so many things and navigate life in a completely different way. But because like my dad passed away while I was doing my finals, he never saw me graduate, but I could tell him that I got a job, so I think I made him proud in one way or the other. So I think that was the biggest like proud moment I had, sharing that with my father. And the way I feel like, because everything in my life had just hit the ceiling, I think that was one of the best like silver linings and hope that it gave me, that I had secured something that's going to keep me stable. And then also the fact that he did go in peace and he didn't suffer too much. But I'm still healing from that. I think I tell myself that I've already healed, but I genuinely think I haven't fully healed from it, but I am getting there. But I think with things like this, where you do lose a loved one, a parent, nobody can prepare you on like how it's gonna feel or what's gonna happen. You kind of like learn it as you are going. So it is extremely hard. So if you are someone who has lost a parent, you're not weak, or you're not like dumb, or your feelings are actual, and you should always like honor them than pushing them under the rug. And I felt like I did that quite a bit at the initial parts of it, and now I kind of, whenever I get sad or like really upset about things, I just like take myself back and account for my feelings, then just like, oh, whatever. Because that is kind of toxic, I feel like, to like not really caring about what you're feeling. So yeah, I think that really changed my life in many ways, and the fact that, like I said, I felt like I grew up really fast in that one moment. And I am grateful that I don't have responsibilities like a lot of people would have if a parent's passed, but I had the chance of still coming back to London and continue my life, and given that encouragement by my mum has been really nice, and knowing that we're all like in this together. It's been quite a journey. And yeah, I don't think there's anything I could add to it, because it's a very deep topic and I don't know how much I should delve into it. Okay, so my next question is about my cats. Now, if you've noticed, and then from my intro, you have seen that I have a cat. Well, I have two cats now, Bagheera and Boo. So Bagheera, I'll put a picture of him up here somewhere if I can find a good one. So Bagheera was my first cat. He is a Bombay, and I have adopted both of my cats. Adopt, don't shop, guys, because there are so many cats out there that need a little bit of loving. So I got him 3 years ago, and I got him when I was going through a very, very bad time in my life. Guys, it was absolutely crazy back then. So I found him on Pets for Home, the online website, and his owners were like gonna throw him out or something. It was really bad, guys. When I saw his post, it was already like a month old, so I was like, oh, there's no way he's still available. But when I texted the owners, they were like, oh, if you don't get him like I texted them on Sunday and they were like, oh, if you don't get him on Wednesday, we're gonna throw him. I was like, what the hell? Why would you throw? And because he's a black cat, and this is the thing about black cats, they don't get adopted really quickly. He wasn't getting adopted because he's a black cat. So, but I didn't have any problem. I just wanted a cat. Honestly, I just wanted a cat. I just wanted a feline, 4 legs in my house, a purse. So I went out. I was like, no, you're not gonna throw him out. I went up and got Bagheera. And then he was only 7 months old. He was an absolute baby. The first day he came, he was so scared. He did not know what was going on. He was like, where am I? Don't want to be here. So it took us like a few days. But I think at one point I just forced him to like me. So he's been with me ever since. And he has picked me up from one of my most darkest places. So I'm gonna be forever grateful to my cat. Like I keep on telling people, like I do not know what will happen to me if something happens to my Bagheera. So I call him a few names. His name is, a lot of people give him different names. So he's Bagheera, he's Bagheera's to me, he's Bagheera to my mum, he's Bugs to my friend's sister. Yeah, so he has like lots of names. He is not a cuddly cat. He's only cuddly when he wants to be cuddly. But with one of my friends, I don't know what he has with that friend, but he just loves him and like will go sit on his lap and do everything, and it really bugs me. Like, excuse me, like I'm the one who feeds you and cleans your litter box, and I'm the one who doesn't get the love and I just get hissed at, or like you don't come to my lap. So it really bothers me. 1 second, guys. So yeah, that's about Bagheera. He is gonna turn 4. He's a big boy. I'm really sad he's gonna turn 4. I feel like, no, stay young forever, but he's gonna turn 4 in a month. I don't know if I'm looking forward to that. I feel like a mom, like, oh my god, my child is growing up. And yeah, so he's gonna be 4. He's getting a bit chunky, but that's Bagheera's. He just loves food. The second one that I have, she's new. She's a little girl. She's mid-age. She's 8 years old, and her name is Boo. Basically, the story with Boo is the candle studio I work for, the owner, she's very nice. Her sister had Boo, and Boo is a very special cat. She is a Highland Lynx, so she's like very rare and she's very special. She knows, and I think she also knows that, the fact that she's so like special, and I don't know. But yeah, so she is basically a Highland Lynx, so she's got very special properties about her. She has curly ears, she has 6 beans. It's really cute. Her thumbs stick out. It's so cute. And she doesn't have a tail. Her tail's like, it's little, like it looks like somebody chopped it off, but nobody chopped it off. Her breed is just like that. And she came to me last year because like I said, the person I got her from, she couldn't keep her anymore because she had a son, and I think like it was just stuff was getting in the way, and she just wanted like a very nice home for Boo to go to, and also somebody she could trust, and also like come and visit her from time to time, because Boo is 8 years old, so she's had Boo for 8 years of her life. And I can't imagine how somebody feels when giving like a pet away. Like I think I'd actually just like, no, it's not it. So she came to me in December, and it took a little bit because she's a little sassy little girl, and it took a little bit for Boo and Bagheera to gel, because Bagheera is a very like socially friendly cat, which is kind of weird when you think about cats. He's there everywhere. I think when it comes to personality, Bagheera has like the friendly personality like I have. So he was always like, oh my god, I want to go play with this new cat. But Boo was like, don't even dare to come near me, because what the hell. So it took a little bit for Bagheera to understand that Boo doesn't want to play with him, and I think maybe that was a bit sad for him. But yeah, it was really funny. So it took me like a month to kind of like get them in the same room without like them killing each other. Or actually, something very funny is Boo is very, very small compared to Bagheera, as most small like female cats are. They're smaller than the males, but Boo is like tiny. She is compact size, she is tiny, sassy, but she is very loving. She is a lap cat. Like, she'll come up, she'll complain to get on your lap, and that was one the type of cat I was looking for as well. Like, I want my cat to come and sit on my head if they could. But she's very demanding as well. Like, she knows what she wants, and I love that about her. So Bagheera is more like she's chill. So yeah, it took a while, but now they like tolerate each other, so they'll stay in the same room. They'll have their fights. They fight like siblings, and I find that really, really sweet about them. So that's about my cats, and I'll stick a picture of Boo here somewhere as well. Next one is, what is my current favorite cafe order, dinner, snack, sweet treat? If you've already guessed, guys, I don't drink coffee or tea. I don't really like hot drinks except for like a good hot chocolate. So it's really hard for me to comment on that one because I don't know what to say. Okay. I can't find my lip liner. I'm just gonna be right back. I think I have been, because it's still a bit cold in London, I have been really obsessed with the Cafe Nero hot chocolate, and I feel like they do the best hot chocolate from like a chain coffee store. So the Cafe Nero luxury hot chocolate, it's really nice. Snack, because I'm on my health journey, I stay away from snacks as far as possible. But if I were to choose a snack or a sweet treat, it would be a Krispy Kreme glazed donut. Oh, it's so nice, guys. Or there's this chocolate cupcake that they sell at the cafe in my work, and oh, that's so good. But I think they've started doing it, and it's quite depressing. But yeah, my current favorite dinner or meal would be my Greek orzo pasta. So the Greek orzo pasta salad that I make, I actually like was so happy that I like invented or like found that recipe and like tweaked it to my own liking, because it's actually so nice. And I think the recipe should be on my page. I don't think I've posted it yet, but I'll post it soon and you should try it out as well. That or my seafood salad. Can't go wrong with my seafood salad. So yeah, that's that. And finally, what's one thing I would tell my past self? Very cliched question to end this video on. Well, what's something I would tell my past self? I would tell my past self to calm down. It's gonna be alright. It's fine. It's not that deep. Things are gonna play out, and to stop fretting about everything and crying and breaking down, because yeah, it's not worth it. But I think everybody goes through that in life, so I'm not too mad with myself about that. But yeah, definitely everything's gonna go right. Don't worry. Keep believing, keep doing positive things, and positive things will come back to you. And to stop putting my energy in people that do not deserve it. So yeah, that's one very big thing, because I feel like I've let so many people trample me all my life. It's actually crazy, guys. But yeah, that's my last question, and I've also done my makeup. I've kept it really subtle, guys, because I'm going to the grocery store. I'm gonna go do a very big grocery haul, and yeah, I just put it on because I haven't put on makeup for a little bit. So yeah, that was it for this video. I hope you liked this different kind of sit down type of video, and hopefully I can do more of these next time. Maybe in the comment section put some more questions that you like answered, and I will see you guys on my next one.